Hello, friends. I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? I hope it's fantastic. Everything here is Monday. It's a Monday. And this is weird for me because I don't normally have the Mondays, you know? Like, I don't normally have, I mean, for the last 14, 15 years, I've had jobs that I've enjoyed doing. So I've never really had that, I gotta go to work today feeling. I just don't have that. I mean, I guess that's not technically true. There have been times where my job has been so monotonously boring that I've just been like, I guess I'll go do it. But it's never been ugh. And so I don't have Mondays from that perspective. I don't have the have to go back to work kind of feeling. And then typically my job doesn't have, I don't have a whole lot of like front load on Mondays or anything like that. It's not like there's fires to put out immediately. Today has been one of those days where there's been fires from multiple angles that I have to put out, and it's really frustrating. At my day job, there's stuff, obviously, you know, I wouldn't be talking about all this if there wasn't. But also at my fun job. My fun job has a lot of going on right now. And part of that is this company, which is a monopoly, which drives me crazy because monopolies aren't supposed to exist in this country. We're supposed to have eradicated them. But there is one that I have direct contact with, and I have for many, many years now, called Fern. And Fern is an event management company that is a complete monopoly. And they strong arm event sites and exhibitors at those sites and get their way. And I don't know how they continue to exist. I don't know why they exist at all. From what I understand, basically they sign contracts with event centers saying that they are the exclusive material handler and event setup teardown company for that event center. And as a person who goes there to exhibit and show my products, I have to use them, period. And so for all of my years, this is my 10th year doing Gen Con with Portal Games. You know, we have to use them in at least some capacity. And that main capacity is they provide like a table and 2 chairs and a skirt on each of those tables for every 10 by 10 booth. I have to have that regardless. I don't have to pay for it. It's just provided, but I have to at least deal with that nonsense. This year, so also for the previous 10 years, we have avoided their shipping and receiving sort of monopoly that they have. They charge an exorbitant fee, like a ridiculous fee for warehousing and for shipping. It's outrageous. And I'm not just saying that because I feel slighted. I'm saying that because it's outrageous. Like, it's ridiculous. And for years, I've either grouped with a company with a whole, I've consolidated with a whole bunch of other vendors we've bought our own warehouse space that's like nothing, you know, $50 to store my stuff or whatever, where Fern will charge me $500. Like at least 10 times. Fern has been at least 10 times, if not 20 times more expensive than just finding private people to do this for us. And I've either done that or through my logistics company that we use here in the U.S., they have been able to bring my product in. And Fern, for the last couple of years, we didn't go last year. This year, Fern has said, you will not bring other people's product into these doors. If you do, we will seize it and we will charge that company. Which is outrageous. Like, it's a complete outrageous. It's just ridiculous. And part of it, you know, here's the thing. You go to these shows and you ship your product in. So the show is in the first week of August. I ship my product to this advanced staging warehouse. Great. It needs to be in Indianapolis. I need to get it there beforehand so I know if there's a problem I can fix it. That's fine. So we ship it to Indianapolis way early. It gets there a week or two early. It goes into a warehouse. Great. It needs to get from there to the show. Excellent. It goes on a truck, sits at a dock, gets unloaded, and then it needs to go from the dock to my booth. Fine. Fern has people that'll do that. That's great. That's fine. I appreciate the service. Here's the thing. They're charging me 10 to 20 times the cost of doing that business. Because I've done the business. We've done the business. Like, there's a group of us that have done it. And it's cost us a couple $100 a pallet. Not $1,000 a pallet, which is what Fern will charge me. I will probably pay $4,000 to get my product onto the floor, which I paid $4,000 or $5,000 for my booth space. I'm already $10,000 in the hole just to be able to set up and display something. So, yeah, it's outrageous. It's completely ridiculous, and I don't understand it. And how they can say, you cannot bring product in, we will seize it and charge the vendor, that's completely ridiculous, in my opinion. Yeah, we have found a way around your monopoly, and you're going to take it away from us, and there's nothing we can do about it. And it's really frustrating. And the real frustrating part for me is I don't know what the end result of this is until I get there. And then it's like, all right, how much do I owe you? Just tell me how much you're going to scalp me for. Like, I'd love to know. And so it's really hard to set up and be prepared for this hit. And then, I've been to the show before. So at the end of the show, it's your responsibility to repack your pallets. Duh. Like, you put your stuff back in, and then they'll ship it out for you. Great. Whatever. Ship my stuff. Charge me. That's fine. I've done that. And I've ran out of the wrapping. It's like basically cling wrap that you put around a pallet. I ran out. So I went to the desk, to Fern's they have a little desk, and I go, I need a roll of pallet wrap. It's about this big of a piece of cling film, and there's, I don't know, a few 100 feet on the roll. Let's say it's a 500, I don't know, let's say it's a, whatever. It's a however many feet roll. I buy that same exact product on Amazon for $10. I went to their booth and asked for it, and it was $93 because that comes with a union laborer that will wrap my pallets for me. They won't sell me the product without this union laborer to do the work. I don't want them to do the work. For $70-some or whatever I'm paid, I'll do it myself. No, not an option. Just completely not an option. They won't do it. That just blows my mind. Like, I get it. I get it. There are jobs, and people should have those jobs. Great. But it's a little bit ridiculous. So anyway, on top of that, just work stuff. I mean, it's been crazy. It's been a crazy Monday, but I just needed to rant a little bit. So thank you for listening. I know that none of that means anything to you, other than I will be at Gen Con, and we will have a booth, and we will lose money. We have lost money every year we've exhibited at Gen Con. We've never made money at Gen Con. I think maybe 1 year we broke even. We will lose money at Gen Con. It's the price of doing business in the United States, apparently. It's tough. It's a tough business. What'd you get up to this weekend? I had a lot of nothing. Spending time with kids, softball. They came and visited, cooking dinners, whatever. Let me know what exciting things you've got going on in the comments. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you. And I'll see you again tomorrow. Today's word you should know sounds smart is Weltschmerz. It's a noun meaning a lingering sorrow that some believe is a given in life. When we snubbed Margaret for buying so many fashion knockoffs, her Weltschmerz lasted until we forgave her. Weltschmerz. Weltschmerz. It's a very German word, the very German pronunciation. I've never heard it in my life, and I will never use it because that's just dumb.